Even though this is something we kind of knew, we now have the proof. This is from Dropsite News. Leaked data reveals massive Israeli campaign to remove pro-Palestine posts on Facebook and Instagram. There's some things that make this a little different than just your kind of normal censorship that we know has existed on Facebook. A sweeping crackdown on posts on Instagram and Facebook that are critical of Israel, even vaguely supportive of Palestinians, was directly orchestrated by the government of Israel, according to internal metadata obtained by Dropsite.
Metadata.
Yeah, metadata. The data shows that Meta has complied with 94% of takedown requests issued by Israel since October 7th. 94%! Israel is the biggest originator of takedown requests globally by far. And Meta has followed suit, widening the net of posts it automatically removes and creating what can be called the largest mass censorship operation in modern history. Government requests for takedowns generally focus on posts made by citizens inside the government's borders because that's what they have control over. It doesn't make it right, but it means your average government.
Borders don't matter.
Your average government says, take down this post because it's our citizen and he's saying something we don't like, he or she, and X also does that. We'll often listen to that government. But this has to do with a government, Israel, getting posts taken down worldwide. What makes Israel's campaign unique is its success in censoring speech in many countries outside of Israel. What's more, Israel's censorship project will echo well into the future because they've created an AI program for Meta that Meta's using. Training how to moderate content will base future decisions on the successful takedown of content critical of Israel's genocide.
This is why when people are like, oh, but, robots and AI would make our lives, they're created by the assholes who run things now, who are programming them to be assholes in their own image. They're not programming them to be like Malcolm X. These AIs, these whatever, they are going to be an image of the things that we hate most.
You look into the abyss, it looks back.
That's my boyfriend, each.
Provided to Dropsite News by whistleblowers. Again, I want to highlight these are people who work at these companies who realize they cannot stay quiet. And I hope that spreads and continues to spread. Do not stop revealing what's going on internally in these companies. Reveal the internal mechanics of Meta's integrity organization. That's what it's called. Their integrity organization.
It's always called something like that.
An organization within Meta dedicated to ensuring the safety and authenticity on its platforms.
It's never called like the Orwellian clusterfuck
shit show. Yeah, shit show dumpster fire. Takedown requests allow individuals, organizations, and government officials to request the removal of content that allegedly violates Meta's policies. The documents indicate that the vast majority of Israel's requests, 95%, fall under Meta's terrorism, violence, and incitement categories. Basically, if you're critical of Israel, you're inciting violence. The data also shows that Meta removed over 90,000 posts to comply with takedown requests submitted by the Israeli government in 30 seconds. Meaning they don't even really look at what it is.
How could you?
30 seconds is just like, oh, they asked for it, then do it. End of story. Meta also significantly expanded automated takedowns since October 7th, resulting in an estimated 38 million additional posts being actioned upon, which means removed, banned, or suppressed.
I'm sure you'll have seen the screenshots where somebody posts a screenshot that says, hey, your post was taken down for this. I've seen that on my feed several times, and somebody's like, okay, now they're threatening to ban me if I post something like this again, and all I'm doing is, sharing something that this Palestinian journalist wrote, or even just sharing a Free Palestine message.
Yeah, and the biggest thing they do, I think, is suppress, because I don't think I've had that many posts removed from my page, but my page is so suppressed that it's no one's going to see it. If you talk about Israel on Facebook or Meta or Instagram, it's going to get far fewer views than your other posts would likely get. And you see this again and again and again. And for once, we actually have the proof. We have the receipts because whistleblowers came forward and said, look, this is how it works. Israel asks for something and Meta does it. They bend over to it immediately. And this also is hilarious because Mark Zuckerberg, ever since Trump got elected, has been running around on his rebranding tour, going on Joe Rogan and other platforms and saying, we're kind of done with that whole censorship thing because it's just, you can't win. It's, everybody's asking to censor things. And so instead, we're just going to stop doing that and we're just going to have community notes. Well, that's not true at all. They continue to censor and suppress, especially everything connected to Israel.
I didn't realize that he was suggesting that that's what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. He said we're done with this whole censor.
Which is also funny because then he's just like admitting that he was doing the thing. It's kind of like when McDonald's came out and said, our chicken nuggets now with real chicken.
now with real meat.
Wait, what were you doing before?
Well,
and why should I believe you now? It's like, so Zuckerberg just admits that we were totally censoring people, but we're not doing it anymore. You can totally trust us this time.
He tries to blame it all on the government. He says the government was just coming at us and they just kept telling us to censor it. We didn't it was like, we were like, this is not right. Like they were just forced into a corner or whatever.